seen the footage of the plane actually go into the building, that image lives on forever.
A person who worked at a little food truck said, lady, something terrible's happened. And so I rushed into my meeting at Fordham University in the library there, and they had the TV on. I got there just as the first plane hit.
I remember my mother waking me up, telling me that the Twin Towers were on fire, and I didn't really understand what she was telling me.
You know, debris all over the place. Even I was all the way in Brooklyn when we saw the debris on the street all the way in Brooklyn from Manhattan World Trade. So could imagine how much of an impact the debris got all the way out there in Brooklyn. That should tell you that it was really a really crazy disaster.
I was actually sitting in a meeting in Rockefeller Center when it happened, and a secretary stuck her head in the door and said that a plane had hit the World Trade Center, and we all scattered out of the meeting.
Got up and I was looking at television, and all of a sudden I see debris coming through my window, and my brother called me and he says, "Is everything okay, Julia?" I says, "Why?" He says, "A plane went through the World Trade Center." I says, "What?" He says, "Close your windows."
Someone's husband called and said, "Hey, something really crazy is happening downtown." It's like, get a radio or something. And we're like, get a radio. So we looking, we get a radio, and then more calls started coming in. We find out that the building was hit, but we didn't know how, with what, or had no idea. But then it was like this strange evacuation from downtown to get out of Manhattan. And it was very scary because when I left, there was no transit.
The odor. And I remember a couple days later, I was taking the F train, I think it was, going through that, and it stopped in there, and the odor of human death. I could smell that very strong. That one trip I smelled it. After that, it was no more. But it was a frightening thing.